What's the deal? What's the deal, YouTube? How's it going? It's OG Scotty B Links, and yeah, it's been about a minute since I've done a bit of a post. I got the got the Tupac. Anyways, yeah, fuck, I fucking dove off the wagon for a little bit and went swimming in heroin. I guess it's fentanyl now, but whatever. So yeah, I just didn't really want to post anything when I was kind of fucking, because like I said, my channel's about, like, I like to be honest about my shit, so, or whatever I'm going through. Like, it's the channel's like I'm not a prison channel, I'm not a fucking recovery channel, that's for sure. I'm not like a motivational speaker or whatever. I'm like a Canadian guy that likes to kind of talk shit. I like to try to do a little bit of, like, I hope it's lighthearted. I hope you guys laugh at, I hope people find humor in what I'm doing and just my shit. Like, that's sort of more what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just, like, bring a smile to your face. And yeah, like, I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger, right? I just, the person you are when you're younger, and that is not necessarily the person you are now, and that's a huge thing, right? And it's kind of, I guess that's sort of my message. I guess if I was like to have a message or whatever for my channel, like, I'm not really about all that, but yeah, I am in a bit too, like, I mean, yeah, sure, sometimes I kind of go off and I review other channels, and for the most part my comments are like positive, really good, and I actually really enjoy interacting with people that comment on my videos. So please continue doing that, even if you don't like me or whatever. For the most part, if somebody doesn't like me, I like usually shoot them a positive message, like, thanks for the critique or whatever, because honestly, I mean, like, fuck, you put yourself out there, not everyone's gonna like your shit, not everyone's gonna agree with you, not, and yeah, I know that, like, and I'm kind of a weirdo, tinfoil toque kind of fucking conspiracy head guy, so, but yeah, I mean, I like to try to pick out shit on YouTube and review some of it sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna pick out channels, I'm gonna critique it or whatever, and I guess some guys that are riding with those fucking channels, yo boy, I'm down with you, y'all, you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you, man. Some guys are like just so fucking serious. So it's just YouTube, man. It's, yeah, I guess some guys get paid off this shit. I don't I don't think that's gonna happen to me. But I tell you, if I could make money talking to a camera like this and find some little niche, like, I think actually sometimes when I'm sitting there with Lorraine and that, and we're just like watching a TV show or something, there's some funny shit that comes out just with our interaction, and I think, I mean, that might be some kind of funny content, like, I think I'd like to, like, get it where I can review some shit, and you get the reaction ID, the first hand response to, like, whatever new videos or whatever, and just check that kind of shit. But anyway, so this video is kind of about, I got dug a few times. Like, once I swear to God, I gave this guy a job and everything, man, and I like, fuck, he was supposed to be with me, and there's this ketamine. I must like, that's what I think it was, being laced in a lot of the heroin at the time. So, and like I've always had a really strong tolerance for opiates. Like, I was always able to do a lot, and not, like, I've died before in the injection site, but that was like a hot cap, so it was probably meant for somebody else. But for the most part, I've it's not something I'm proud of or anything like that, because doing drugs is not cool, and that's what I'm, that's one thing my channel's about. But I've done, like, a lot more amounts than other people, or amounts that like should have killed people a lot of times or killed me, and I'm just rolled with it, right? And so anyways, I'm like, I used to fucking, when I was living in that shelter. See, it's like when I'm talking, I keep forgetting to smoke the joint, right? And that's when I make my videos. Some people say, "Oh, you don't fucking, you're out here smoking weed, be original." When I make my videos, it's when I come out to smoke my weed. So that's when I make my videos. It's just, that's what I do. But yeah, so I was there's a couple times it happened. Once I was with this guy, and I swear to God, like, I gave this guy a job and everything, and he fucking, I woke up outside the injection site with, like, I had about $600 missing. I think even all my dope, or no, I think I had some dope left, but my money was missing and my fucking cell phone, and my phone had all my contacts and everything. And this is when I was still like using a lot. Obviously, it was at the injection site, but I was using a lot of dope, but I was still working. And I actually gave this guy a job, and it was, I'm not going to say who it was, whatever. It's like my brother-in-law. I'm not gonna say, I'm a fucking piece of shit, man. Fuck him. I swear to God, like, fuck him. Anyways, guy's a loser anyways, so fuck, I don't care. But I'm pretty sure he fucking dug me and left me. Like, fuck. I mean, if it was me and he was nodding out, I would have stayed there and guarded him. Worst, if I was like dope sick, I might have grabbed a couple bucks and got fucking better, but I still would have hung out and woken him up, or what, you know? I wouldn't have just left. So, like, he left and I was fucking broke, man. So anyways, that's fucking one thing. But then another time it happened, I was with a couple girls that I had over at my place, and one of them was a super pro. It must have been, but I think I got roofied or whatever, like slipped a Mickey fin or whatever you fucking want to call it. But because, like I said, I got a fucking huge tolerance, man, to fucking just heroin or whatever. And I woke up and my fucking my door was unlocked and it was left wide open, and I think they did that to make it look like somebody else tried to rob me or whatever. So that was fucking shitty. But then another time, Lorraine came over once, and she used to come over once in a while before we were like together. We used, like I said, if you know my video, my channel or whatever, if you watched, my wife and I met, and we used to fool around. We used to cheat on our significant others with each other. That's sort of how, like, she had this boyfriend that was kind of a goof to her, and I was going out with hookers, so it's not like they really had, you know, whatever, right? And Lorraine was never a hooker. She was a drug dealer. And so anyway, she would come over to my place sometimes just to get the fuck out of downtown, and just fucking, she'd come over, and she'd always have her own dope and whatever, and she'd come over and just, we'd chill and get high and fool around sometimes, whatever, and listen to music, do this, and she could sleep there and chill, and just, you know, it was a safe place, and she could just, you know what I mean, she always knew she could come by. And so I wake up this morning and I'm like, fuck. And I look, and I had my wallet was, I had it on the wall, just hanging on a nail or whatever. And I woke up and she's gone, and I'm like, okay, well, that's whatever, it's okay. But I'm looking around and I could not find my fucking wallet for the life of me, and so I'm fucking freaking out now, and I'm like, this did not happen. She did not do this to me. Because Lorraine and I always had a thing. Like, we always had this thing. Even when we weren't together, we just always had this connection and this fucking thing. And we always looked out for each other downtown when shit was rough or whatever. So, you know what I mean? Like, just, Like, if I was sick, she would fucking help me. If she was sick, I would, like, we just always looked out for each other. And I was just thinking, there's no fucking way this woman did this to me, man. There's no way. But alas, I could not find fucking my wallet or nothing, man. And I'm looking all around. And so finally I'm freaking out and I'm calling her boss downtown, and then I'm calling her sister and this and that, trying to get a hold of her. And then finally my phone rings and she calls, and I'm like, fuck, where's my wallet? What, like, oh, and she's like, it's under your bed. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, well, I had to get up and go to work to meet Andy, so I I I took $10 and I did a toke, but I didn't want to put your fucking money just on the counter or whatever, because I had to leave the door open when I left, and so I hid it under your bed. I thought for sure you'd find it. And yeah, so that was kind of fucking, I'm like, oh my god. And I felt like such an asshole for even thinking that she did that to me. You know, I really did. I'm like, oh my fuck. I go, I owe you dinner. Because I'd never taken her for dinner then. But I mean, now I put a ring on her finger. Like, fuck. I married her after that. But yeah, man, like, wow. And just, like, because I had this feeling that there's no way this woman would do this to me. My gut instincts just said there's no way, and she didn't. And yeah, that's when I decided that's it. She's, you know, I want to make it, you know, like, yeah, this is the woman for me. And so anyways, it's like I said, it's been a little bit of a minute since I've been back, and like I said, I kind of fell off the wagon. I didn't really wanted to be all nodding out and mumbling or doing some stupid shit on YouTube, so I just didn't. But yeah, I don't go, oh, are you okay? Or, yes, I'm okay. Things are cool. It's all good. Thank you very much. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's all good. Anyways, thanks. I think I might try and work on a character. I might try and do just for fun. So who knows? Let me know what you think. Anyways, take care, guys. Thanks.